The tongue, so small yet it wields immense power. Jehovah, in his infinite wisdom, has warned us through his word of both the blessings and the dangers it holds. With it Moses hesitated, doubting his ability to serve Jehovah, Exodus 4:10. With it we can experience protection from harm, Job 5:21. Yet it can also conceal bitterness that poisons our lives, Job 20:12-14. Jehovah's word calls us to reflect deeply on the tongue's influence. It has the power to heal and uplift, but also to wound, deceive, and destroy. As Proverbs 18:21 reminds us, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Jehovah, in his loving care, provides clear guidance. Guard your tongue, speak with kindness, and use your words to glorify him. Today, we'll explore the eternal wisdom found in the Bible about the tongue. We'll uncover how Jehovah's word calls us to use our speech as a force for good, healing, and righteousness. Together, let us look through the eyes of our Creator and learn how the tongue, when guided by his Spirit, can bring life to those around us and honor to him. Stay with us and prepare to be transformed by Jehovah's timeless truths about this small but mighty part of our being. May it inspire you to use your words to reflect his love and wisdom in every conversation. Moses now said to Jehovah, "Pardon me, Jehovah, but I have never been a fluent speaker, neither in the past nor since you have spoken to your servant, for I am slow of speech and slow of tongue." Exodus chapter 4, verse 10. You will be protected from the lash of the tongue, and you will not fear devastation when it comes. Job chapter 5, verse 21. If what is bad tastes sweet in his mouth, if he hides it under his tongue, if he savors it and does not let it go but keeps holding it in his mouth, his food will turn sour inside him. It will become like the poison of cobras within him. Job chapter 20, verses 12-14. For nothing they say can be trusted. Within them is nothing but malice. Their throat is an open grave. They flatter with their tongue. Psalm chapter 5, verse 9. Jehovah will cut off all flattering lips and the tongue that makes great boasts. Those who say, "We will prevail with our tongues, we use our lips as we please, who will be our master?" Psalm chapter 12, verses 3 and 4. Then guard your tongue from what is bad, your lips from speaking deception. Psalm chapter 34, verse 13. I said, "I will guard my step to avoid sinning with my tongue. I will guard my mouth with a muzzle, as long as anyone wicked is in my presence." Psalm chapter 39, verse 1. Your tongue, as sharp as a razor, schemes harm and works deceitfully. Psalm chapter 52, verse 2. I am surrounded by lions. I must lie among men who want to devour me, whose teeth are spears and arrows, and whose tongue is a sharp sword. Psalm chapter 57, verse 4. They sharpen their tongue just like a sword. They aim their cruel words like arrows. Psalm chapter 64, verse 3. O Jehovah, rescue me from lying lips and the deceitful tongue. What will he do to you, and how will he punish you, you deceitful tongue? Psalm chapter 120, verses 2 and 3. They sharpen their tongue like that of a serpent. Venom of vipers is behind their lips. Psalm chapter 140, verse 3. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 17. When words are many, transgression cannot be avoided, but whoever controls his lips acts discreetly. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 19. The tongue of the righteous one is like the finest silver, but the heart of the wicked one is worth little. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 20. The mouth of the righteous one produces wisdom, but the perverse tongue will be cut off. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 31. Thoughtless speech is like the stabs of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is a healing. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 18. The one guarding his mouth protects his life. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 3. A mild answer turns away rage, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1. The tongue of the wise makes good use of knowledge, but the mouth of the stupid blurts out foolishness. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 2. A calm tongue is a tree of life, but twisted speech causes despair. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 4. The one who is crooked at heart will not find success, and the one who speaks deceitfully will fall into ruin. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 20. A man of knowledge restrains his words, and a discerning man will remain calm. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 27. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Those who love to use it will eat its fruitage. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21. The one guarding his mouth and his tongue keeps himself out of trouble. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 23. The sovereign Lord Jehovah has given me the tongue of those taught, so that I may know how to answer the tired one with the right word. Isaiah chapter 50, verse 4. Whom are you making fun of? Against whom do you open your mouth wide and stick out your tongue? Are you not the children of transgression? Isaiah chapter 57, verse 4. It is not what enters into a man's mouth that defiles him, but it is what comes out of his mouth that defiles him. Matthew chapter 15, verse 11. Their throat is an open grave. They have deceived with their tongues. Venom of asps is behind their lips. Romans chapter 3, verse 13. In the same way, unless you with the tongue use speech that is easily understood, how will anyone know what is being said? You will in fact be speaking into the air. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 9. Let a rotten word not come out of your mouth, but only what is good for building up as the need may be, to impart what is beneficial to the hearers. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29. And every tongue should openly acknowledge that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. Philippians chapter 2, verse 11. Let your words always be gracious, seasoned with salt, so that you will know how you should answer each person. Colossians chapter 4, verse 6. If any man thinks he is a worshipper of God, but does not keep a tight rein on his tongue, he is deceiving his own heart, and his worship is futile. James chapter 1, verse 26. So too the tongue is a small part of the body, and yet it makes great brags. See how small a fire it takes to set a great forest ablaze. James chapter 3, verse 5. The tongue is also a fire. The tongue represents a world of unrighteousness among our body members, for it defiles all the body and sets the whole course of life on fire, and it is set on fire by Gehenna. James chapter 3, verse 6. For every kind of wild animal and bird and reptile and sea creature is to be tamed and has been tamed by humans. James chapter 3, verse 7. But no human can tame the tongue. It is unruly and injurious, full of deadly poison. James chapter 3, verse 8. For whoever would live life and see good days must guard his tongue from bad and his lips from speaking deception. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. The tongue, small as it is, holds the power of life and death. Proverbs 18:21. Through Jehovah's eternal wisdom and loving guidance, we see its dual nature, a tool for righteousness and healing, or a weapon of destruction and deceit. He warns us to guard our words, for no human can tame the tongue. It is unruly and full of deadly poison. James 3:8. But take heart, for Jehovah equips us to use this gift wisely. He calls us to speak with grace, seasoned with the salt of truth. Colossians 4:6. To build up and not tear down, Ephesians 4:29, and to honor him in all we say and do, Philippians 2:11. By meditating on his word, we learn to restrain our lips, avoid sinning with our tongue, and bring refreshment to those around us. Proverbs 10:19, Psalm 39, 1 Proverbs 15:4. Let us strive to wield the tongue in a way that glorifies our Creator and blesses others. Jehovah, in his love, has given us the example of his Son, Jesus Christ, who spoke only words of life, truth, and compassion. As followers of his eternal wisdom, may our words reflect his love, bring peace, and shine as a beacon of righteousness in a world so often darkened by deceit. Guard your tongue, and you guard your life. Proverbs 13:3. Use it to uplift, to encourage, and to proclaim Jehovah's name, for every tongue should openly acknowledge that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. Philippians 2:11. Now is the time to share this message. The world desperately needs to hear Jehovah's eternal wisdom about the tongue's power. Share this video with your family, your friends, and anyone who might be touched by this transformative truth. By doing so, you are sowing seeds of light, love, and hope. And remember, as Jehovah gives us the tongue of those taught, Isaiah 54, let us pray daily that he guides our speech to glorify his name and uplift others. Together, as we spread this message, may our tongues bring life, healing, and truth to a world in need. Let's not keep this wisdom to ourselves. Let's transform hearts and lives by sharing Jehovah's word. May Jehovah bless your every word as you go forth speaking life and light.